Is this the first meeting that we're having this year of the TWT? Yes. This is the first meeting of the TWT in January 2016, though I think I did address you last week when we had the, what is it called? Call to action. The Day of Action. Global Day of Action in India. Yeah. So can we have you come inside and sorry for being late. All right. So I was just saying, wishing everybody a very happy 2016 as this happens to be the first session of the GWT. Last week we had a PMT or a PLT. I get confused between these two terminologies, PMT. And somebody told me that it was the very first time somebody is in my life is reminding that I'm closer to retirement. And he said that you are actually will be retiring sometime soon. And so, this name TWT doesn't sound that good. Not the name TWT, but what it says. The acronym says what? T with Thomas. So even I thought about it. Actually, it sounds a bit presumptuous, right? A prime minister can always say that charcha with Modi or whatever, which I used to say that chat with church. I used to say that he stole the idea from us because this was our original idea. But anyway, that's not the issue. So T.V. Thomas is presumptuous. So he suggested, this is Vinay, he's still here? Still here. That's what my question is. After making that comment, he's still here. Okay, so, but I agree with him that we're going to change this name to T with Team.
Ooh, nice.
Okay? So it's not.
It's Vinay's suggestion, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't take credit, huh?
Yeah. But if you guys think that I'm going to retire sometime soon, you're mistaken. Completely mistaken. If you want it, if it's your dream, sorry, that's not going to happen soon. Anytime soon.
retirement age खारिज कर दिया?
Absolutely. That is one of the things that I've worked with the board and that the board has agreed with me. You can stay on as long as you want. That is a special board noting which you can ask Shweta the minutes of the which meeting was it? 41st session?
42nd.
42nd. Okay, please check with her on that. Okay, so it is teed with the team. So I think it's a good name, and thanks Vinay for making that suggestion and recommendation. So I just would like to. We have a whole lot of things to cover, so I'm going to go a bit fast. The first thing that I want to say in 2016 is what is going to be our organizational priorities for the year 2016. We have had several meetings and meetings after meetings with the SMT on goal setting, direction setting, etc., including a budget which has been on since almost September when we gave the first year what 2016 and 17 should look like. And it all evolved from the strategy that we've been building on. And that also is ready and it has come to all of you. So from that, what have we culled out as our 2016 priorities? For me personally, what is our priority? I would say number one priority for me is to build a certain kind of culture. If you are not intentional about it, it just slips to, whatever it is. And what is, by the way, what is culture? Culture is basically how we do it here. We could do it lousily. We could do it very smartly. We could do it in different parts of the group. We could do it with a lot of silos being built up. But what is the culture that we want to build that we are intentional about? So one of the things that, there are several factors, and Vivian is going to work on that. But some of the factors that we put it down, that I put it down, and I got the buy-in of the SMT as well as they have put some of their thoughts, etc., into it, is that we need this place to have a culture of fun. Yeah, we don't want this place to look like a morgue shift. You know, have ever been to a morgue? Yeah. Is it wonderful to work in a morgue in the night? I mean, forget about night, during the day or any time. We don't want this place to look like that. We want this place to be buzzing. We want this place to be happening place. We want this place to be a joyful place. We want this place to be a place where people would like to come to work. We will want this place to be a place where when people say that I don't want to work at home, I want to come back.
But people take
What?
lots of selfies.
People take yeah, that's a good thing. Selfie is a good thing. I saw actually a nice picture of six women. Actually, this may be a sexist comment. um, in front of a camera, and then just side by side to that there were six monkeys doing exactly the same thing. So I thought that was interesting. So I said it's going to be sexist. So men also do the same thing. In fact, some men are more conscious of selfies than women are. Uh, yeah. So we want this place. How are you going to make this place of a place of fun? So think about it, and more on your way as we roll it out. A fun place to work. And the other thing I said was that, or we all agreed, was that this has to be. Of course, it also goes with fun. This has to be a passionate place. If you're not passionate about the cause, if you're coming here just to fill in that 9 to 5 time period, please don't. Please look at another job. There are enough jobs going outside. We want people to feel the passion about the cause at the end of it. What is the cause? What is the reason for existence? Why are we here? Why have we could have been doing anything else outside Save the Children? But why are we here in Save the Children? Because there is a cause at the end of it. If you have not signed up to the cause, if you are not committed to the cause, if you are not passionate about that cause, I think we should not be we are not doing justice to ourselves. So this has to be a place of fun. This has to be a place of passion, dedication, commitment, and we would like to see a lot of teamwork happening this year. The integrated program is uh, one of the stuff that we would like to see happening, so that everybody owns it, and we work less as my favorite phrase, less as silos, but come together and work together. These are all these are some of the things that we would like to see change. Of course, along with that, we would like to see this year an year of efficiencies. And I'm really proud of our teams, because last couple of years we started looking very, very seriously, specifically at efficiencies and saving money. And we have saved money. We have saved some serious money in the year 2015. We have saved some serious money in the year 2014-15 ending, which if you look at your annual report, you'll find it there. So that is great. And that people are becoming conscious of how much they spend, where they travel, how they travel. Do you need that travel? And wherever the inefficiencies are, we want to just snip it. How would we build an organization that is super efficient in its delivery, whatever it takes to make us that super efficient organization? And we keep talking about the South African, what was it called, manifesto, which when we CEOs got together in South Africa as a members meeting, we all signed up to, saying that we will bring the efficiencies, we will do cost transformation, we will build a fantastic operational platform to deliver all these things we talked about. So you see all these things, bits of it, and some of it in larger detail coming to you soon in the next 1 year. That is going to be our focus. Of course, we also this year we would like to see at least starting of a research report for 2017. You know that 2015 we had a significant report that we launched, which got the attention of the media, got the attention of a lot of people around us, and uh, all those people who are new here. Do you know about that report? The name of the report? Not Dipali's team, not Pragya. People who are new, who are joined in the last 3 months. Do you know about a report that we launched, which almost I can call it very proudly a seminal publication, first of its kind. It will have subsequent reports as well coming. What is that called?
Yay!
What voices? Forgotten voices. It is about urban child, right? And those that is one area we would definitely like to work seriously on, build on it. And the next report in 2017. So the big planning and inputs will come in 2016. Of course, I don't want to talk about money anymore. We have huge plans. So I'm not going to give a number to it, but many of you know how much we are planning to be by the end of 16 or by the end of March 17. Do you know? Oh, I couldn't resist it. Okay, I don't want to talk about money anymore, guys. It's like some $300 million, right? Am I right or wrong? Am I right or right? Am I right or right? Yes, Tom is right. Yeah? He said $300 million. How much is the $300 million in rupees? Okay, somebody's talking about 300 crores. That's what I wanted to hear. And we are going to definitely focus on some states. We have tier 1, we have tier 2, we have some interesting themes that are coming about. So that's wonderful. That's 2016, how it's going to look like. I would like to talk a little bit about what is happening globally. What is the biggest thing happening in Save the Children International? Vishal is still in London, so he'll be back. And Sonali has just come back from London. Is she here?
Yeah, hiding.
You have any pearls of wisdom from? Did you have a good time?
Yes, I had gone for an IT conference, and basically we took 3 days to understand what SCI as a movement is doing about IT and how serious we are that we need to align with the kind of IT changes which are happening outside, maybe not in this sector, but yes, outside a lot is changing, and we need to catch up with things like mobile apps in our day-to-day life and donation through mobile apps and other forms of funding which are IT based. So there's going to be a lot of change on that. And then of course it is surprising to know that SCI is taking India as a model because we are so low on costs, as you just said. So we're
Isn't that
setting an
wonderful?
example to the world that yes, we're on costs. So
Not on salaries, but on costs.
I said costs.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Well, thank you very much. And she also told me to make the announcement that chocolates will be Monday morning. Go up there because she's just opening up her bags. So that's Monday morning. But what are the other interesting things that are happening in one other thing which I didn't say that we are planning to do in 2016, I think I may have mentioned before, is the diaspora fundraising. Vishal spent a couple of weeks in the US. So we are looking at an event which all of you know about. That is Lucian Dubey's play called I Will Not Cry. And we are planning to take that play to New York as well as to Chicago and have a dinner and a fundraiser around it. So we have big plans. Following that, we are looking at UK. We are also probably not in 2016, perhaps 17 we will have UK. But there are also other CEOs. When I presented it to them, said they were interested. Like for instance, Australia is very keen on having that, and Middle East, there is no CEO there. We just go and put up our flag and own it, right? And raise funds there. There is no CEO there at the moment. So you can think of making my extended empire to the Middle East. Huh? Yes, we should really make it ours. Yes. Okay. What else is happening at the global level? Do you know that globally we have a new CEO?
yes.
Okay, you heard that. That is big news. and her name is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, her name is Hele Thornton Schmidt. And the important thing is that in June 2015, she lost the elections in Denmark and stepped down as the Prime Minister of Denmark. So I think you need to know that this is significant, very, very, very significant that we have somebody of that political class and weight joining Save the Children as its global leader. Uh, Not only that, have you heard that where Justin, my counterpart in UK, going? Where is he going? He's going to be the #2 executive director of UNICEF and also assistant director general of the United Nations. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Isn't that wonderful that CEOs from Save the Children, where they're going? I'm the only one who's going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just repeating that and reiterating that when people say that I have to retire. Uh, so that those are two important. You met Justin. He was here about a month back. About a month back, he was here. He went to Jharkhand, spent 2-3 days here. We had some good time with him. He used to be in #10, advisor to 2 or 3 prime ministers. Then he was working with Oxfam for some time, or maybe Oxfam to #10, and then to Save the Children as its CEO. Now, really, he has gone places. I'm going for CEO steering group next week, not next week after next Monday, to Melbourne. So we will be also be planning for globally whatever strategy that we have defined for ourselves, how we take it forward. And I will have some thoughts from there in the next TWT. And TWT stands for T with T. Okay, those of you who have joined us late, so we just changed that name. Okay, Michelle Baumann. You probably forgot that name because I think I announced it almost 6 months back that she's going to come to India and she'll be here for a period of 9 to 12 months. But her visa got stuck. The good news is that she just got a visa. And we are hoping that she would be coming here on Sunday. That is day after tomorrow. Is that so? Okay, that close. Who knows Michelle Baumann? Okay. One person here knows Michelle Baumann. You met her.
No, sir, I posted the travel reimbursement.
Wonderful. Okay. At least somebody knows. That's good news. Okay. She took care of our travel reimbursement. Okay. Michelle Baumann is going to be another SMT member in my team. Up until now, she was the director of strategy at Save the Children International. And she's the one who actually coordinated this process of strategy for Save the Children International and put it together and presented it across the world and got a buy-in. She is fantastic. Background is BCG. Before that, about 5 years with BCG. Before that, she worked with Red Cross. Before that, she studied at some fantastic institutions of the world like UPenn, Wharton, and Harvard. So she's going to be to add weight to the SMT and to all of us and to Save the Children India. What will she be doing? We also made this announcement some time back. Her title would be Director of Operations, and she would be handling a lot of projects. For instance, another thing that we want to do this year is somewhat restructure our organization. And a good organization is a flexible organization. A good organization structure is not really cast in stone. A good organization is flexible. It also it's almost like amoebic. Change its size and shape as the environment requires. So she's going to work with us on developing those. She's going to work with us on all these issues and she'll be working with me closely on stuff like dashboards, stuff like analysis of an assessment within the organization, and so on and so forth. So we'll be able to say a good welcome to her on Monday. Most likely she'll be here, and she'll be living in our guest house. How many of you has gone and seen the guest house? You must go and see it. It's okay. That's where she's going to stay. We are the PMS integration. Have you all been assessed, graded, happy? Some of them. Ashutosh is not looking very happy. He is happy. Okay. So we're going to have this integration exercise, which would be on 5th of February. That is 1 week from now. So what we will do is that the functional managers, that is SMT members, would have gone through their own departments across the country and would have come to and agreed on certain ratings for the entire staff across, and they bring you to the to the to the SMT, perhaps with a few of the other managers as well. And the SMT is actually going to do the further integration and mostly focusing on the managers, and also focusing on if there are issues, if there are some outliers. Who are outliers? And you know that this follows a normal distribution. What is a normal distribution? Statisticians here? How does it look? A normal distribution curve.
A bell shape.
A bell curve, right? All the ratings, if you put it, it follows a beautiful bell curve like this, right? Sometimes, some of it looks like a dead ECG. Have you seen a dead man's ECG?
Yes. Straight.
You seem to know all the answers. A dead man's ECG, there are no spikes, right? There is no bell curve, it's straight. I'd like to see that everybody has got a 3, or everybody is a 4, everybody is a top performer in this organization. It doesn't happen like that. Like everything else in life, it follows a bell curve. So we look at bell curve, and people who are on this side of that bell and this side of that bell, we will look at it very closely and see that it has been fair to give somebody a 4 or a 5. It has been fair to give somebody a 2 or a 1. And we will also look at, if it strikes us, this person, I've seen him, her perform, produce magnificent results in the last 1 year, but why are you giving her a 3? So the SMT, if there is a case for changing that, that will also happen on Friday. That's about that. When we're talking about culture, one of the things I forgot to mention is we would still like this to be one of the most progressive civil society organizations in India, at least. Last year I talked about Netflix. You remember when I talked about Netflix? People say if you finish your work, you go home. Why do you stay here? And then from there we adopted this 2 days policy, working from home. We talked about flexible working hours. I think week before last, when we met at SMT, we asked this question because I've been hearing some complaints that some people are not really or misusing it. Let me put it that way. So, but overall, SMT said no. I think it is working. So I said, okay, I stand corrected. If it's working, it's working. But I would like to still tell you that a day like this, I would have liked to see everybody in office. Because this is the only time when I address the organization as a whole, and I think it'll be good to hear from you, as well as I would like to see all of you at least on this day. Apart from that, there are also sometimes issues, like even when it is not working from home, people struggling in at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, leaving at 4 o'clock. And there are some people here in the same organization who comes early and works till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. When they look at this and say that, no, this is not fair. Though I do believe that if you're delivering, it's fine. Whether it's coming in at what time or going in at what time doesn't matter. But then I think sometimes there has to be a decorum. At least when you are in office, it'll be good that you work in the time that you agreed that you would be working in. Otherwise, it's not that good. One department or one team or one team member or some people, they seem to work 12, 14 hours, and then people coming in 11 o'clock and leaving at 4 o'clock. That doesn't set a good tone. So I just would like to, I thought I should talk about it, but we don't want to go back on any of these policies. I want to make it work. I want to have more policies that are friendly to, and some are in the offing. Some more are in the offing. But please use this for your benefit as well as the larger organizational benefit. It is not your personal benefit alone, but for the larger organizational benefit. One other policy which we've kind of dusted and trying to change, will probably soon be announced, is the maternity leave policy. Uh, the legal requirement for an organization for maternity is how many months?
6 months.
The legal
3 months.
3 months. Okay. Again, Save the Children believes in being an employee friendly. Because it is a child friendly organization, we should try and give as much as possible leeway to the mothers. But let me also be candid here. There have been cases where people have used this facility 6 months, extended it to 1 year, come back and just left for other organizations. That is unfair, isn't it? That is unethical, isn't it? If a mother is unwell, that is understandable. Wants to spend more time with the children, that's fine. And not only do they do that, then they go there and poach people from here. That's even worse. Absolutely, absolutely unethical and worse. I will underline it, and I have told people who have done that, that is an unethical practice. And so we decided that everybody gets the legal 3 months, and you can have 3 months. You can have that 1 more month of uh, leave that if you want to add. Total of 7 months if you want to, but that additional ones would be with the condition that they would stay here for at least another year. So that is the new policy on maternity leave that will be coming your way. So I think I will stop it here and ask you for questions. And otherwise, we'll go to. I have a couple of more important announcements to make, but before that, yeah, we'll come to Iggy. But questions before that. Open to questions. Somber silence, fun. What has happened? No questions?
Where is Steve?
Sorry?
Where is Steve? I'm here for the first time.
Where? Oh, tea. Tea is coming. Okay. Tea is the last thing. Yeah.
Only
Good.
getting a
Cheese.
stay for the entire
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah. That's an incentive for people to stay through my speech. Okay. No questions? I think we keep meeting often. I have a request, because we've got a lot of people who have joined us in the last few months. And some of you I won't even recognize if I see you on a metro. So, uh, please come and say hello. Please smile when you see me, and please come and. We have an open office, and nobody's has to knock the door before you come in. Just walk in and say hello, and come and have lunch with me and Shweta. Yeah, we can have space for two people more, or we can just move to the huddle room and have lunch. So do that, make it more personal, friendly space. So invitation is open to all. Maybe Shweta will keep calling people. Uh, we thought about it.
Question.
Sridhar, yes.
No, I was asking Thomas to have lunch with you.
Yeah.
You need to carry lunch or
Well, I carry my own and I won't let anybody eat out of that. So. No.
there is no fun.
No. So if you don't, if you haven't brought lunch, then we will definitely share. And if you have to buy something, we'll buy from outside. Everything is now available online. But nobody seems to even. I don't like my own food because I've become a vegetarian. And it's a terrible thing to be a vegetarian, I can tell you. But I can share my vegetarian food with anybody who wants to have. I have to pack only 2 more rotis. So please do say hello. Please be friendly. Please smile, and please walk in. I would like to make that. I would like to walk around a little more. Come down to the first floor, so that I don't get stuck at the second floor. Any other questions, Sridhar? Anybody else? No other questions. Okay. Moving on. EGI Award. One of the things that we are trying to change from January. This is the last 2015 December month award we are going to announce now. But whoever gets the award, I made a mention of this. Like if Ray gets this award this month, it will be Ray's job to do a bit of a research in the next 1 month to see who has done so well across the organization in the previous 3 months. We don't want to go back to the tsunami times. That is too old, you know. So in the last 3 months, who has performed best? And you should then say that person, and it's not somebody who sits in front of you, though we get tempted to look around and find that excellent work that's going on, but look across, especially state programs. We should look at it and encourage people to give them the award. So I'm going to ask Shweta to come and make the announcement, as well as those of you who are new. We actually call the person who doesn't know that he is getting the award. This is not one of those. Filmfare award kind of a thing, where everybody knows who is going to get it. Actually, this person doesn't know. Yeah, and the proof of the pudding is that last time when we called that fellow who we wanted to give the award to, he wasn't there.
You didn't pick up Thomas's phone as well.
Yeah, he didn't pick up the phone, and a week later he called me up and complaining, say that I believe I got an, but nobody told me. Yeah. So this is not rigged. So Shweta is trying. What is it saying now? Out of reach?
Hello.
Louder, let them all hear.
Hello. Yeah, I just put you on the speaker phone. We're having a Tea with Tea session. Tea with Tea. And there's just an announcement we wanted to make. Santaram, who won the last month's EGI, has awarded this year's EGI to you.
This month.
This month's EGI to you. Congratulations.
So this is his name is Deepak Kumar, not the party Deepak. Party Deepak is here. Nobody knows who is Party Deepak. Is he here? Okay, this is Deepak Kumar from Bihar. Right. Do you want to say anything, Deepak? And you want to read the?
Yeah. Hello.
You can't hear us?
Can you hear us now, Deepak? Yeah. So I'm just going to read out a small citation which Santaram, few words which he's written for you. So on behalf of Santaram, I'm just reading this out. Congratulations, Deepak. I'm happy to nominate Deepak Kumar of the Bihar SPO for the EGI Award. Deepak has been working with us about more than 4 years in various capacities of administration and logistics. He is very much caring, cool-minded, and supports the team in effective manner. He is a good team worker and provides all his admin and logistic related support to the program team to excel in their tasks. He's consistent in his work and shows the commitment to the work he does. He's handled the supply chain of different responses, flood and earthquake, for Bihar State with along with his usual state program office work very efficiently. Also, he supported the program team in Uttarakhand flash flood response effectively. I'm very proud of him. Congratulations.
Deepak, congratulations. Sorry, this is Thomas here, and on behalf of the entire Delhi team and Save the Children India, congratulations. There is an award which will reach you with a citation. There's a memento which will reach you with a citation soon from here. Whoever is going to Bihar, right? Yeah, we'll bring it along. You have to say anything? Do you want to say something? Yes.
Oh, he's driving. He's in traffic.
Okay. We don't want to get the Bihar traffic police's attention. Save the children. Thank you. We will talk to you later. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Thank
Thanks.
you. The other most, in fact, the most significant part of today's TWT is also to say farewell to Sudeep. So, Sudeep, actually, it is his last day. Last date is actually 31st, but next 2 days being Saturday, Sunday, this is his last day.
I'll work from home.
He will work from home on Saturday and Sunday. That's correct. There is still some unfinished business that we have, so we will be talking. Now, Sudeep has been here for more than 2 years. I think October of 2014. Yes, 2014 is when he joined. 13 is when he. Is it? That's correct. Oh, so that our Goa was in 13?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 14. He came to Goa, I remember. So, as I've already written to you, many of you know Sudeep. We know that he was an extremely strong, articulate representative of Save the Children India, not only within but externally in several external bodies, including the global system. You know, that's wonderful. We need to get some good selfies around it. Yeah, so you want to hear about Sudeep? You can also enjoy the cake a little later. Uh, so much so that he was so wanted in the global system. The CEOs in the global system leading various thematic leadership and other leadership initiatives in international would call up and ask, "Can you send Sudeep? Can you send Sudeep?" And finally, I had to say no. I can't send Sudeep here because we have program to deliver here. So otherwise, he would have been actually been building up miles for himself, which we didn't let it happen. But that was Sudeep's strength. His strength was have that real top strategic view and talk about it passionately in forums. So he was a great asset that we had. But I'm only sad that it's less used. If you had stayed on for another 3 years, where we would have gone with that, I don't know. But I would like to wish him all the very best. He still hasn't told. There was some indication where he is going, but we know that he has business to settle in the US. That's one. And some indication which I got from him is that he probably is going to join the campaign to elect Donald Trump. 2006. He's going to the US to do that. All the very best for that. But unfortunately,
Bernie.
it's a burning issue for the Sikhs across the world and burning issue for every sensible man in the world not to get him elected. Okay, this man called Trump. Okay, so Sudeep, we are going to miss you, and I'm sure that we will continue to have healthy interactions with you, even when you have left this place. The good example of representing us outside was that when RB wanted somebody to be on the panel of that Saturday, what a walkathon, what is it? Thon was it? Cleanathon. Cleanathon was there. I put my name out and said, no, I will stand next to Amitabh Bachchan, and so did Vidisha. But the RB said, no, we want only Sudeep. And Sudeep was there on Saturday, sitting next to Amitabh Bachchan. And in fact, the only point that Amitabh Bachchan responded to was Sudeep's comment on something. So that is wonderful. Here is another thing, I end with a joke. It's not a joke, it's a serious thing. Last week or week before last, we had the global marketing director of Bulgari visiting India. And we just wanted to know a little bit more about Bulgari marketing and stuff. And I asked Renu to look for Bulgari, and Renu did a Google search on Bulgari. And up comes this list of Bulgari celebrities. You won't believe it. In the corner was Sudeep. It's in the center. Who said center? Who all have seen it? Many people have seen it, so I'm not lying. So he's a rock star celebrity of Save the Children across the world. Otherwise, how would he be on that list? Even Sudeep doesn't know how he got in there. But thanks to the advocacy team. Light to life. Light the way. Light the way. Guys, yeah. So, where is Shweta and what is next? Okay, those of you who have not seen the cake. Oh, yeah, we got something to give to Sudeep as well. Sudeep, I think I need to come down. Here. Thank you.
Can I take it now?
Yes, sir. You can.
Thanks, guys.
With the cake also.
Later.
Have you seen this cake?
Okay, come take Thomas and I. Come. Let's hold the cake and.
No, let all the SMT members who are here come together. Can all SMT members here come? Come, Shweta, come. Where is Deepali Nath?
Sonali is there.
Sudeep, you should hold the cake.
Yeah, maybe we'll move a little piche. I'll hold it. I'll actually hold it.
So we took this picture yesterday near his house on his Enfield.
Just a minute. Sorry, she's only taking those two.
Let me come in the center. Thomas, I'll be there.
Just again.
Half.
Thoda sa piche ka.
Thoda piche.
But you need to get all of it.
Okay, here. Okay, it's gonna fall down. Okay, be careful. Thank you. That's amazing. We'll just cut it in a bit.
You won't cut it now.
In a bit.
We are through.
Everything over?
Yeah. You got something else to do? A jig for us?
I can give a big speech, but
Oh, of course.
no, I'm not.
No, you have to give.
I'm always giving a
That
speech.
was the last thing. Yeah. You have to.
Always giving a big speech, yeah.
Say a few words. You won't see him exited. A few
Very
words.
difficult.
He doesn't know what few words mean.
बात भी नहीं छोड़ना है।
You won't enjoy exiting if you don't speak a little. If you don't speak. Few words.
No, just to say thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and for this great opportunity. And I spoke a lot to the PMT and lots of other stuff, but I know आपसे तो बहुत बात हो चुकी है. Now may I?
Yes, I know. Please go.
Don't have to say too much to you, but every one of you has been very, 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 very kind, So at the end, just want to express my deepest gratitude to all of you. You know, many of you are now very close friends. We're all, you know, in a way connected personally. So, you know, this is just a transition. We're all connected. Since they're insisting, I'm going to say 2-3 things. So one, you know, my principle or my philosophy, as I was growing up and getting like professionally into the stream, I always used to chat a lot with my mother. Uh, so her basic message to me was, wherever you stand, be the soul of that place. I don't know if I've been able to do justice to that or not, but that's my endeavor. So all my effort, all my energy is directed towards being that, to be the soul of a place, wherever you are. Doesn't matter who are the people around you, what you are doing, but manifest yourself like that. So that's one. That's what I've tried to do. Second, since it's about Trump and the United States, so you know, my whole philosophy in life. But before that, let me just say that congratulations, sir. This is my longest job ever in my career.
Seriously. Nobody told us
I'm telling you.
why we were recruiting you.
Correct. No, my CV was with you, so you know. So this is actually, you know, by a few days now my longest job in my career. So it's not like I'm behaving out of character or anything. You know, this has been the way things have been, and would I want to and would I have liked to stay more? Most certainly. Every one of you knows I really don't want to leave, and many of you actually, it's a nightmare. He's not going to leave, even after he leaves. But unfortunately, you know, we have to say goodbye at this point. And as I said earlier, our paths will keep intersecting. My whole philosophy, I'm thinking, you know, I'm always like this Urdu or this Russian or this Persian quote or whatever. But he referred to the US, so I'm just going to pick one from that. And this is just final, and I'll close with that in short, as you guys said. So the quote that I want to put out is like my whole kind of thinking or philosophy in life. I hope it's like gender neutral, so you know, bear with me on that. This is a quote by an American gentleman in the 19th century. We're in the 21st now, so it's from the 19th century. A person by the name of Alexander Gardner. So the thing about Alexander Gardner was he was an American guy, but he traversed and traveled all across the regions, and he eventually landed as a general in the military of Maharaja Ranjit Singh for the Sikh nation. So he, you know, had huge battle experience and a big strategist and all that. And that's kind of like how I feel about life and about the world. So here's what he said. He said, the untented cosmos. So basically saying that I belong everywhere. He said, the untented cosmos, my abode. So it's all mine. It's my home. So the untented cosmos, my abode. I pass a willful stranger. Still, you know, even though it's all my abode, I still pass a willful stranger by choice. He says, the untented cosmos, my abode. I pass a willful stranger. My mistress still the open road and the bright eyes of danger. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sudeep. I also wanted to announce that as Sudeep moves on, what happens to his position, the search is at an advanced stage. In fact, if everything goes well, we have a final, not final yet, but those two candidates are final for a final interview with our board. So I hope we can fill this position as soon as possible, but definitely in the next couple of months, and it could also be as quick as next couple of weeks. Up until then, whether it takes 2 weeks or 2 months, we are going to have an interim director or an acting director for as director of programs, and that is Manav. Is Manav here?
Yes.
So he will be stepping into that unsteppable large size boots of Sudeep. So with that, we move to the next part, which is birthdays. No birthday. No birthdays.
No cake.
No, sir. Sudeep will
Cake
share
is
it.
only Sudeep's cake.
Yeah,
This
no,
time,
but-
so we're going to do next time.
I can share.
Okay.
Like the.
All
No,
right.
but any birthdays in the organization.
Yeah, but then let us recognize that we can cut the cake. We can have a couple of cakes later.
Yeah, I know it's.
Who are the people who have had birthdays in December? We don't have the list with us because the list person is in Calcutta right now.
Well, come up and tell us if your birthday was in December. Yes.
Manav Da.
Manav,
Shantanu. Is that all? Yeah, Swinder, who's just moved to Chandigarh. Who else is there? We are doing December, okay. Where is Aman? Okay, many people are not here, so just as well.
Simran Nijavan also.
Okay, let's do Jan also.
And people who have joined, who joined this in December and January. Okay, you guys, will you please come up and introduce yourself? Please come here, new joinees. Sir, your time.
Jitendra ji kidhar hai?
Okay, people are getting frustrated about the tea, so please make it fast.
I'm Devendra Tyagi. I have joined KM team as manager learning and I've been introduced to some of you. Probably most of you may not know.
Welcome. Devendra? Yes.
Hello, I've rejoined as the campaign coordinator for ACC. My name is Rachit.
Rachel. Responsible for all those bright lights outside.
Hi, this is OP. I have moved from Rajasthan.
Can you listen? Hello. This is OP from Rajasthan.
I'm joined here as manager of health.
Okay.
I'm Jitendra. I joined as manager MIS.
Jitendra is he is Garvapase. Yes, would you like to
Yeah, I'm
say why you
Avinash.
come
Many
back?
of you know me. Hi again. And I have joined the Nokia team as resilience manager.
Where were you before?
I was with Oxfam.
Before that?
Before that, I was at SAFE for 5 years.
Yes. Where were you with SAFE?
West Bengal, Assam,
Okay.
West Bengal. Yeah.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, thanks.
And all of you, OP and everybody else, thank you very much for coming back, as well as some of you staying, just a move of location, and some new people as well. Okay, so here is the much weighted tea. And Sudeep is going to cut the cake now and feed everybody.
Okay.
Is it-
Ask somebody else to
Birthday
direct.
people, you're going to have.
Yeah. I have to open my presents after cutting or before cutting. What's the protocol?
प्रोसेस बता दो भाई वो प्रोसेस हो गई वाली प्रोसेस में नहीं केक पहले काटोगे तो then everybody will get busy eating.
Ready?
No, first.
No. Present. Okay.
वाली को पूछ लो फिर कमेंट आएगा आपको.
Okay.
I know your birthday.
Enough?
No?
Okay.
So when you traverse the cosmos and walk on that road with all the dangers, this is to remind you that you keep your time.
I will. See, the thing about time and me is that I'm always on the right time.
Yes, everybody else is
Because
wrong.
because
Yeah.
I always come on my time. That's when the fun starts. So thank you
You
very
don't
much.
have the time to go to the fifth dimension, right?
Yes. I work on
Thanks to the
mind.
gravity.
Cool.
Is everything all right there?
And that also be a cosmologist. To be a right dimension.
Okay, who wants to get it? आप लोग आ जाओ. हाँ, मिस्टर बर्थडे वाले आ जाओ. काटना नहीं है. Everybody is like tea. We're cutting the cake. Come, guys. Disha, Sonali, come. Dipali, come, let's. Camera lady. हाँ. Hello. Before everybody and everything gets overrun by the tea.
Hello.
Mr. Jackie also come. We're cutting. Come on. इधर कर देना कम से कम.
इस पर खड़ा हो जाओ.
नहीं मेरे को इस पे नहीं होना है.
नक्शा रुक जा, केक तो काटने दे.
अच्छा इधर.
नक्शा रुक जा यार, केक तो काटने दे. खाना शुरू कर देना, केक तो काटने दे.
Come this way.
अरे
Call Thomas. Okay, come. आगे आ जाओ. इधर आ जाओ सर. She's clicking over there. इधर मत देखो, इधर देखो. Are we ready? 1, 2.
I'm thinking.
I'm cutting. I don't know what she's doing.
Oh wow.
Okay. Here you are. Cool. And the cake on the tree.
इसको तोड़ दूं?
तोड़
दो.
Come on. She does every day.
तोड़ दूं.
Very good.
Take a picture and show it your father.
I will.
I will forward you. I have to speak.
That's awesome.
Your father might say, go back.
He's saying.
Lots of luck to you. I will reply. We haven't touched.
Absolutely.
I know. ये ले.
Cake दो ये cream नहीं.
मैंने केक खिलाया. केक टेंशन नहीं है. तोड़ेंगे ना.
Correct. अब सही है.
कटेगा नहीं.